shows you all things. I was and also, ask, you receive. People who are sick today, I know the Holy Spirit can heal them because it show you all things, so they can heal themselves.
They can heal themselves?
Why are they still sick, in other words? I mean, can't they, is there something they're doing wrong as to why they're experiencing sickness? And is this sickness a spirit?
Have you heard about the chastisement of the Most High? We went over that a lot today.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean? So the Most High He chastens us to correct us, and the Most High the one that let me get that for you. Get Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See, the Most High the one that wounds, and the Most High the one that heals. That's why Deuteronomy 32 and 29 says, see now that even I am he, and there's no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So that's why it tells you in Hebrews 10 and 31. That's why actually there any question concerning what I'm going over, because that has nothing to do with what I just been going through. When I ask, are there any questions concerning what I'm dealing with, then that's what I'm dealing with, because it tells you it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see, so we can't do anything concerning when the Most High have his hand on it, because get Isaiah 48 and 10. This is what the Most High said he's going to do to us in his chastisement, in his chastening. Isaiah 48 and 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction for mine own sake. Even for mine own sake will I do it. For how shall my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, listen unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called, I am he. I am the first, I am the last. See? So we have to know concerning how to please the Most High to be healed. This is a procedure. Everything is a procedure, because the Most High, what you going to do when the Most High have you in the hands of the Most High? And here we're sticking at, we operate on our own. And we not in the hand of the Most High. You see? That's why we got to know how to deal with suffering and sickness. I've given lessons on this. Whereas he give us, the ability to know certain things. But it don't matter. Think about it. I remember going to them and telling them, these doctors, I say, your research was done on albino mice. Do I look like a rat to you? So, in other words, the research that they're doing is not necessarily for us. In our spirit. We done read how they have a perpetual hatred for us. So how do you think in your wildest dreams that they're going to bring forth something that's beneficial for us? It's for the so-called white man, first and foremost, to preserve them. That's why they don't use the mice with pigment and melanin, because they have none. So therefore they're using what they're using to help themselves. So we are just in the grips, we're still in the curses, we're in the grips of what they allow us to be able to come through to save us. That's why we have to have this strong relationship with the Most High by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, so he can guide us in the way of how we need to live to please him. first and foremost. We got to give our life to him. You want to be healed, you want to deal with not suffering, and you don't give your life to this. I know, I'm a prime example. I could not talk. I could not breathe. Point blank. That's a heck of a way to live every single day of your life. And the Spirit said, don't go to class. And I fought to go to class. Brothers tell you, oh man, I sound like Darth Vader or somebody. To the utmost. You know how I feel not to be able to breathe? And struggling to breathe? That's deep. But I know I gave my life to this. I said, man, Most High, show me the way. And that's why I'm dedicated to this. And nobody gonna take me off the path of what it is I know that works. Because this word is true. This word is true. It is not gonna work for you if you're not gonna put your time and effort into this, into him. What are we going over? Darkness, right? Spiritually in darkness, what we've been going over all day. What works? Solutions. And what don't work. You see? Therefore, when you're in the Spirit, and what can you do when, like the man was born blind? He was born blind so the Most High could sit on my Shai to make him see. Certain things are happening to us, we don't know why. It could be, all right, you pay now or you pay later. You pay now or you pay later. I mean, I have many scriptures on sickness and what you do to come out of it, but it's spiritual. It's all spiritual. It's not carnal. It's not carnal because you cannot look for deliverance if you're depending on carnality, the flesh. And it's not spiritually first because the Most High, who wounded you? Who wounded whoever it is that's wounded? I'm asking the question, who wounded whoever's wounded?
The Most High.
The Most High. We just read it, right? So now here we are saying, we're gonna not deal with the healing of the Most High. He the one that wounded us. He the one that heals us. Oh, this medicine that made you, you're so vibrant now. This medicine ain't did nothing. The doctors ain't did a damn thing. The Most High did it and continue to do it. Oh, praise his holy name. That's who you got to give the glory to. And when you give the glory, and the Most High love to be exalted. How about the exaltation of the Most High in what you're talking about, what you're asking, what you want out of life? And how you do that? Being obedient and giving your life to him. It's a sacrifice. But Romans 12 and 1. It's a sacrifice. This ain't no sometime thing. This ain't sometime. You gotta be in it. You gotta be in it to win it. You say, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High. You know what mercy is? Not getting something that you do deserve, but many things, many times that you deserve to get something and you don't get it. That's why I say mercies of the Most High. Many times the Most High, remember the Most High consuming fire. He could destroy us anytime he wants to, but the Mashiach Shai is there pushing back them flames. You see? I beseech you therefore, brother, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. See? It's your reasonable service. To visit your body, no matter how your body is, to serve the Most High. This is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world. That's a lot of problems with people. They conform to this world. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. See? That's why you got to be changed. You got to change. You got to give it up. You got to give it up. Because if you love this world, you believe in this world, you're at war with the Most High, you're at enmity with the Most High. James 4:4 tells you that all day long and all night long. You're the enemy of the Most High. That's why 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, therefore, if any man be he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. This is what we got to do. We got to look at this. We got to find a way that works. There's ways that work. There are solutions that's within this word that works. That's why you got to give your life, like I said, let your body be a living sacrifice for this truth. Even though I could hardly walk and do what I needed to do, I still made it. But them spirits were saying, don't go, you don't need to go. You're sick, you're this, that, and the third. I went. And sat there and everybody here had to hear me sound like Darth Vader or whatever. I still went. I didn't give up. I sacrificed through my gain and my losses, just for me. I can't speak for nobody but myself. I lost everything except for a keyboard, and a drum machine, and an 8-track recorder. And I believed in the Most High. Whatever you see I have from that point. So I know with faith in the Most High, by showing myself what He can do and what He can do. If you believe in Him and don't doubt, and just do what He say do. That's it. That's what we've been going over, right? Just do what He say do. Be obedient. And don't be one of the disobedient ones. You can heal yourself. You can heal. I won't say you heal yourself, but you can heal through the power of the Most High. Once you're not dealing with carnality. The flesh is spiritual. This is a spiritual way of thinking. It has nothing to do with carnality or the flesh. Because look, it talks about the physicians in Ecclesiastes 38th chapter. In the Bible it says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye may have of him. For the Most High have created him, for of the Most High cometh healing. You hear that? It don't say nothing about man, woman, child, or anyone. It says, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. Of the Most High cometh healing. Not no man or woman or anybody else. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his hand, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Most High have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. The herbs out of the earth, and you that are wise will not hate them. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known of the Most High? During the time he was in the wilderness, and he had given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such does he heal men, and taketh away their pains. See? Look at Verse 12. Then give place to the physician, for the Most High have created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. A lot of times you might need a physician. There is a time when in their hands there is good success. For they shall also pray unto the Most High. Are these physicians praying to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose heirs are war? Seems like to me it would have to be a physician that knows this truth, wouldn't it? Listen what it says. For they shall also pray unto the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he would prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. That's what I'm telling you. This is spiritual. So when you sin before the Most High, let him fall into the hand of the physician. That's these doctors. My son, that's all. So that's why we got it's spiritual. That's what I'm telling you. You got to come back to what we've been going over, and that's disobedience of Israel. Disobedience that are overpassed the wickedness of the wicked. You hear what it said? He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of the physician. That's deep. That's deep. That's why all this has to come around to your spirituality with the Most High, that he will make sure that you are. That's why we was reading in Job 5:11. These things that's going to happen, he's going to deliver you in what? 6 troubles. And 7. There shall no evil touch thee. That's what we want to be. And that's what we work toward. And you can't let all these other entities and feelings and emotions and all that stuff come into play, because it takes you away from the Most High. When we start out, what I tell you, the Most High loved Jacob. So first and foremost, you gotta love your people. Oh boy, that's not an easy thing to do with some of our people, but you still gotta love them. That's why you look at 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter. It tells you in verse 1, now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have you ignorant, not knowing. Don't be ignorant of this. Verse 4, now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are differences of administrations, but the same power, same Most High. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. Most High given the Spirit to every man to profit in having the Spirit. For to one is given the Spirit of the word of wisdom. There's diversities of gifts that the Most High gives. For to one is given the Spirit, the word of wisdom. To another, the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. Ain't no different Spirit, it's the same Holy Spirit. He's just saying the Spirit. It's still the Holy Spirit when we started off learning about it. You understand? That's the Spirit. The same Spirit is the Holy Spirit. To another, faith by the same Spirit. To another, the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. See? Some gonna have the gift of healing by the same Spirit, Holy Spirit. To another, the working of miracles. To another, prophecy, speaking of the things that's gonna happen in the future. To another, discerning of spirits. To another, diverse, different kinds of tongues, different languages. To another,